succeeded where countless politicians have failed by outwitting host Jeremy Paxman. And now student Alexander Guttenplan has displayed similar ease in winning the last night's final of University Challenge. He created a frenzy among his supporters, dubbed Gutten fans, who have raised the Cambridge student to heartthrob status. Now, no doubt loads of girls are going to be throwing themselves at him. But would you be intimidated, or too intimidated, to go out with a man who was, let's say, more intellectual? Significantly more intellectual than you?
Significantly. Yes. I find it a real turn on, actually. I love someone who can teach you something, someone who's bright, intelligent, who you can learn from. I remember going out with this gorgeous young hunk once, and I know this isn't probably education and intellect, it's just age. And we were at a bar and he said, "What would you like to drink?" I said, "I'll have a Sauvignon." He went, "What's that?" And it's this gorgeous young hunk, and I instantly went, no, shut down. But I find it really, really exciting, and it stimulates me, an intelligent man. I'm more intimidated by intellectual women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I think women will try and use it over you. You know, you can always charm a man, you know how to play a man, how to work a man. But a woman, you know, she'll try and use it over you.
I suppose to a man you can say, "Oh, you are clever." And if you say that to a woman, she'll just spit in your
find it
It's funny, isn't it? Because you're not intimidated around me, but when I'm such an intellectual. No, I mean, I'm the same as you. I love being with people who are learned and who can teach you things. And as you say, that we can also bring something to the table. I just find that sometimes, if they're sort of those kind of pompous hooray Henry people, then I'm not very comfortable around them. And I also find that they're quite deficient in the bedroom department. I don't want someone who overthinks. I don't want, you know, "Was that all right for you?" "Oh, shut up and just get on with it."
So they give you a set of questions, you mean?
I can't be bothered with that. But I went out with this guy that I was really, really madly in love with, and he had been training to be an astronaut, and he had worked for NASA.
How do you meet an astronaut?
Well, because he was going to be an astronaut, but then he'd had this accident, so he couldn't. So then he had to train the astronauts. And I met him on a blind date. He was blind. No, he wasn't. And he was from Oklahoma, and oh my God, I was just so in love with him. But again, he found my sense of humour and sort of slight ditziness maybe at that time attractive, and it was just fantastic. I mean, I do admit that I used to try and use pillow talk to get him to tell me all about the flying saucers and everything. But I mean,
That's really stupid.
No, there's this special room at NASA because you have to sign all these documents and you can't go in. But he said only 6 people can go in, and he said you wouldn't want to know. Well, I tried my hardest to find out. I was exhausted finding out what was in that room.
I reckon that was just a chat-up line.
But it worked.
I met a guy who used to go to Cambridge. And yes, and anyway, I was very young.
He just used to go on a Saturday.
So he said, "Would you like to go to their May ball, which is a big ball?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, all right." So anyway, he bought me a pink ball gown, which was lovely. So we go to the ball. I was ever so young. And we go in, and it was beautiful, and everybody was dressed beautifully. And then we had dinner, because you have to watch the knives and forks, don't you? You know, and the glasses and everything. And anyway, so I got through that. I didn't have any of the food look strange, like snails and things. I just left them, pretended I didn't like them. So then we go to the dance, and that was fine. And then at the end, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, they all go on a punt. So I thought, oh, no, I didn't know what one was, but I thought, So anyway, so I thought, oh, punt, right. Anyway, I didn't drink, but I'd had 2 schooners. Do you remember schooners of sherry? And fell asleep on the floor. With me dinner all down me, and they went punting and left me. So I missed the punting, I missed everything. I know, and
Sherry's.
I know, but I was only...
Were you
intimidated by that? I was very intimidated, and he didn't really take me anywhere again. Only one time he took me to meet his mother and father, and he had this house with 2 staircases, one at the front and one at the back.
Did you go up the back one?
I know, I kept saying, "What's the back one for?"
You want to stay well away from there.
Yes, no, I know.
Okay, here's a simple proposition.